Hello everyone, welcome. I am Henry Wildberry and today I have a special episode for all of you. Now, I have been making YouTube videos mostly part-time for the past 4 or 5 years, and somehow, miraculously, and I can't explain why, but we have just passed 10,000 subscribers here at the Henry Wildberry YouTube channel. So first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who have been following along, who've been watching these videos, and also thank you to all the people who have subscribed. It has really been an interesting journey, and I really appreciate everyone. I appreciate all the great comments, and I even appreciate the critical comments, the criticisms. Everything has been really an interesting journey, to say the least. And so today, what I wanted to do is just have a special episode where we talk a little bit about the background of this channel and why I started it. And then also I wanted to talk about what some changes that have been recently made that some of you may have already noticed, and what I plan to do with this YouTube channel going forward. Now, we have had a very interesting past couple of years with COVID and lockdowns, and so it has been quite difficult to think of ideas to make videos about. I've tried to keep them cycling related as much as possible, but that can get difficult when you know it's hard to come up with something creative and new to keep it interesting. So it's been a challenge, but now that things have mostly reopened, we have more opportunities coming up that we can do different things again. We can get back into possibly interviewing different people and doing some fun rides and some events and stuff like that. So hopefully that is going to continue in that direction, at least as far as COVID is concerned. So the other big change that some of you may have noticed is that I have now monetized this channel, and I've avoided doing that for a really long time. I just wanted this channel to just be all about fun and cycling and whatever I could think of. I didn't want to have to make specific kinds of content in order to create kind of a system of videos, or I don't know, or a kind of a format that I could follow each time. I just wanted it to be just whatever inspired me at the time. I just wanted that to be open for me to make videos on. So, I've not done any sponsored videos. I have not had AdSense turned on. I use copyrighted music once in a while, and those songs generate ads on occasion. And all of that revenue, whatever it was, would go back to the copyright owner. And I was okay with that, because for me, just being able to have fun and have kind of a blank slate to work off of has been really, really interesting. And it's been a learning experience. It's been challenging. It's been an emotional roller coaster at times. I've had plenty of times of self-doubt about what I'm doing, and yet somehow and for some reason I keep coming back and I keep trying to get better at doing this. And so here we are. It is July in 2021, and I started this channel. It's hard to exactly pinpoint because the first few videos I made were never intended to be the starting point of a YouTube channel, so it's hard to say when I really kind of decided to do it more regularly. But it's been at least 4 years, maybe 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. Anyway, and the growth has been very modest, and I expected that, because I know that in order to grow a YouTube channel, there's a lot of things you need to do. There's an algorithm on YouTube that basically will promote your videos, especially if you are monetized and your content gets a lot of feedback from your audience. Then YouTube, the algorithm, will really do you a big favor, and it'll promote you to lots of places. And haven't really tried to play the algorithm game. I think a lot of you who watch this channel can recognize that. And I've just been letting it grow organically. And I've had fun with that. And that's basically where we are today. and I'm still doing that. I'm still going to do it that way. It's still going to be organic. It's still going to be whatever I can think of. I haven't taken on any kind of sponsorships. I don't even know if anyone would even be interested in taking a sponsorship here because of the variability of my content. And, for a brand or a company, I don't think they like that. I think they like it when you have a very kind of tailored style, so they can say, okay, this person's fits the sort of the style or the presentation type that they like, that reflects well on their products. And so we're not worrying about that here. We're not trying to make people in the bike industry accept us. We're just trying to make good quality. Well, I say good quality, that's subjective. We're trying to make entertaining, I think that's better. We're trying to make entertaining content to help those of you out there who are into bikes, that see this and it inspires you to go out and ride. I mean, that's bottom line what it's all about. Go ride your bike, whatever kind of bike it is, carbon fiber, disc brake, rim brakes. We don't really have a preference. I mean, we have our own preference, but we don't mind, as long as you're out there doing what it is that you love and riding your bike the way you want to ride it. That's what we want. We want to see people do that. So anyway, so the changes are, we've monetized the channel, and what I'd like to do is, I haven't received any payments yet. It takes a while for the AdSense money to accrue, and then they send you a check. And when you get that check, it has to be at least $100. So I started monetizing, I think it was in May, and I haven't quite reached that $100 yet, but I just checked today and I'm around $65. So that was for up to June or to July 1st. So this month we'll finish out this month, and then hopefully with this video and all the people who like this video and give us a thumbs up and all that, it will help the algorithm and it'll promote this video and more people will watch it. And so hopefully by the end of July or maybe the end of August, I will get my very first AdSense check. And I'm going to share that, whatever it is. It's going to at least be $100 because according to the AdSense account I have, it says that it will not mail out any money until you make at least $100. So that's what we're waiting for. Now, what are we going to do with this $100? And I say we, I actually am asking all of you, what are we going to do with this money? And I have some ideas, but I want to hear your thoughts, and I want you to put those thoughts down in the comments, because of course the more comments we get, the more that algorithm starts churning in there, and the little gears start to turn, and then it says, hey, this got a lot of interest, so let's promote it. So what we're going to do is we're going to have all of you put in your comments where we're going to donate all of this. I'm going to donate the entire full amount. $100, $120, whatever it is. I'm going to donate this to some sort of charitable organization. Now, I want to hear what you guys think would be a good idea. But my thoughts are, and I'll start with my thoughts so that could get some of you thinking, but my thoughts were, we could donate it to either a local bicycle advocacy group here where I live in Sonoma County. There's the Sonoma County Bicycle Coalition, and what they do is they advocate for better bike infrastructure. And that's really critical for us here. We don't have very good bike infrastructure. Our county is like, there's the main city of Santa Rosa, and then there's the surrounding towns, and it's mostly rural areas. So it's mostly rural roads, which are, for the most part, pretty good to ride on. But still, we have a huge car culture here, and we don't have a lot of bike infrastructure. And there are certain areas of the county that would really benefit from bicycle infrastructure, majorly. And I have my thoughts on which areas need it the most, but I'll save that for a different video. Another idea is, I don't know, I'm sure a lot of you followed the Lachlan Morton Tour de France ride that he did, where he went out and rode the entire distance of the Tour de France race, plus all the miles between the hotels where they would start and stop at each night. He just kept on riding, and he covered, I think it was 3,600 miles in 18 days, fully self-supported. So no support vehicles, no no outside food preparation for him. Nobody's setting up hotel rooms for him. He brought his tent. He brought his sleeping bag. He was doing it full on bike packing style. And I really think that is what's really inspiring to me, is to see people go out and actually cover these massive distances, fully self-supported, sleeping on the ground in a tent, or having to check themselves in and out of a hotel room, and all the things. And that's bike touring, but it's also bike packing, because sometimes you take remote roads or you go off onto dirt roads and stuff, and so it's just a huge adventure. And anyway, his publicity for that event, and the reason he did it, was to generate money and awareness for this organization that's called World Bicycle Relief. Now, I had heard about it before, but I had never looked into it, so this morning I spent a little time on their website and kind of trying to understand what they do. So there is a possibility that what I could do is donate this check to World Bicycle Relief, if that's what we decide on. And that money would go towards buying a bicycle, because I think, according to their website, $142 will be enough to buy one bicycle to give to one person in a developing country or in a very impoverished country that needs bicycles in order to make their life a little bit easier. So I could donate the first check, and maybe if it's not quite 147, I'll add in whatever's extra in order to get that one bicycle for sure. So that's an idea. Now, going forward, if this channel continues to grow and we continue to make more money, then there will be more opportunities to give out, bigger donations. Hopefully, that would be really awesome. If we could make this channel, not just about me and not just about my little bicycle adventures and stories, but actually to contribute to something greater, that would be incredibly fulfilling for me and hopefully for everyone that's watching this video, and that you're participating in something greater than just us here. So I think that would be pretty cool. And that would be amazing to do that from such a small little start. When I started this channel, I literally just got a cell phone, and not a very good one, and didn't have a good camera, and it had a horrible microphone. And I just started filming the things that I thought were not being filmed, things I didn't see on YouTube at that time. I was talking about I talked about my 7 Cycles bike that I had been riding for many years, and at that time it was like there was very little discussion about titanium frames or bicycles, and I didn't understand, why isn't there anyone talking about this? So I made my little video about it, and I wasn't good at making videos, and it was poor audio, and anyway, that started my interest in trying to figure out, well, how does this work? How do you make better YouTube videos? How do you get the better video quality, like with this new camera I have here? Well, this camera is now a few years old, but this camera quality is insanely better. Plus I've got the better microphone on it, and so the audio is much better. And just by doing a few things like that, I've been able to make really, much better videos, I think. So anyway, from there, I just kept, chipping away at it. I learned how to edit all the videos in the iMac, or MacBook is what I have, a MacBook computer. There's free software in there. It's called iMovie. I learned how to do that on iMovie. And then from there, I switched to a newer, more advanced editing software. And I've been slowly learning how to use it. It's very, they go from very simple to very complicated, really in one step. So that's a steep learning curve, and I've been learning how to use it, and it's been just really fun. It's just been, besides just trying to figure out what to make YouTube videos about, but also how to edit them, how to get better audio, get all the technical glitches worked out, basically. So that's where I'm at today. I still have no real idea of where this thing all goes in the end, but I do know that 10,000 people have clicked on that subscribe button, and to me, that is the motivation. It's like, oh wow, people watch these things, and we can have an influence. We can hopefully get more people into cycling. We can hopefully at least get some sympathy from our elected officials when they see more people riding. They're going to say, well, you know, there's a need for better infrastructure, and we can, you know, maybe be a contributing factor in all of that. So that's pretty cool, and that's pretty motivating. Let's see. So I know I could go on and on, but there's more. I probably forgot a lot of stuff I wanted to say, although we are already at probably 10 minutes or more. I don't know. So we are going to head out. We're going to go for a little spin. I'll bring the camera and capture a couple clips, hopefully, of us out bike riding. We're just going to go do kind of a local loop here. So anyway, Miss Cools will be with me, and I know she's been a huge, and I need to, actually, before I go on, I need to say thank you to her. I think the channel really started to grow once she became involved and she was willing to, you know, go along with my crazy ideas and my crazy wacky YouTube videos. Once she said she was okay with it, then, you know, I noticed that's when the growth took off. So I know a lot of you out there really like Miss Cools. So today we're going to go for a little ride. And yeah. But anyways, so this was what I wanted to share with everyone. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week wherever you are. And again, thank you very much. I look forward to making more entertaining videos, and I look forward to getting more interesting comments and feedback from all of you. So we'll see you out on the road.
Chance to guess which one.
I'm gonna go with that one.
Oh.
Let's see. What?
Wow, the 90s are. I knew the 90s were coming back. They have
The 90s are back.
Bush playing in there.
Say that again. What's going on?
I knew the 90s were coming back.
Mm.
They have that band Bush playing in there. You can't get more 90s than that band.
Bush?
Bush, yeah.
I kind of remember that band actually.
Gavin.
What was their favorite or famous song?
Oh my gosh, it's
We'll
going to
have to
take me a
look
minute
it
to
up.
remember, but the one they were playing was Glycerin.
Glycerin. That's
Glycerin.
it.